Lovebirds. Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for Netflix's original film, Lovebirds. A couple, Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani, experiences a defining moment in their relationship when they are unintentionally embroiled in a murder mystery. Michael Showalter directs this film. He also directed The Big Sick, so some of the cast are joining up again. I was looking forward to this one. I have to say I feel a bit let down because it didn't quite work for me. We have seen this film before. We have seen the storyline before. It reminds me a lot of Game Night and Date Night, all the nights. I feel like Date Night is very similar to this film. It has a similar arc and storyline. You understand what's going to happen. You can kind of guess what's going to happen. For me, Date Night, the two protagonists had a lot of chemistry, and so you understood what they were going through, their turmoil in their relationship, and then they had to deal with what they were going through, this mad, crazy night at the same time. Date Night that turns into a night of hell.
Hey, God! No! He turned it sideways! Kill shot!
But you really felt for the characters, so you were with them on their ride, even though it was funny and hilarious. I remember laughing out so much in Date Night. And then we have this film, which reminds me a lot of that. And the thing is, I didn't laugh that much. The jokes didn't hit as much for me. I think what broke the camel's back? Broke the straw in the camel's back? I'll get there eventually. The thing that kind of drew it away from me was that you needed to believe what was happening. And there's this moment where our characters, our protagonists, have something happen to them. And then the way they react after that puts them in trouble for the rest of the film. And they kind of go along with the shenanigans that they find themselves in. In that moment, I remember chatting with my wife and my son. And none of us believed that that would happen. You would stop and do something else and then you wouldn't find yourself in that. So if you can push aside the believability of some of the story arc moments, then you might find this more interesting and more funny. That's not to say that the leads don't have great chemistry together. They do. And when they work together on screen, when they're bickering, when it's not too much, you will find enjoyment in this, and they are funny together. I love watching stand-up from these guys. I think they're fantastic, and I think if you like them as actors, you will find their dry comedy really good. If you love The Big Sick, you'll find something of enjoyment in here. If you like Game Night and Date Night, the nights, you'll find some enjoyment here. Again, it's not as good. The score, the cinematography, the acting, it's all good. It's crafted really well. There's some creative shots that I really enjoyed. I particularly like the soundtrack. I thought that's all good. I love the way this is executed. So as a film, I could watch this at the cinema and be quite satisfied with it. The thing is, it's not as good as the others. Maybe I'm trying to expect it to be too high and expect it to be something that it's not. But this should be a fun comedy, romance, action, but this is one of those films that you expect them to find out who done it or what's gone wrong and who did that thing, and at the same time sort out their relationship as the film goes along. You expect your characters to grow. Most of this film is our characters going through shenanigans, without doing spoilers, and kind of bickering at each other. And sometimes that sort of comedy does work. Sometimes you feel like you just had enough. My wife and my son left. They couldn't handle it. So I can feel like that this is going to have a split audience. Some people are, know what to expect and will be able to get through it. And will find enjoyment out of it, but I don't know that you'll love it. Other people, I don't even know that you will get through this whole film. I think it will definitely split audiences. And that's okay, because comedy is subjective and people like different things because we're all different. We're not just sheep. So I'd be interested to know whether you found this particularly interesting. A very good reviewer of Netflix content, apart from myself, is Austin Burke, and I think he has a slightly different view, so check out his review. Love to know what you thought about his review and my review. I'm championing his content all the time because I think he's one of the best reviewers on YouTube. I think the dude is awesome. So now that I'm finished gussing on Austin Burke, remember we've also got other content from our joiners, our membership pages, where you have different sort of memberships, from behind the scenes and short films, from comedy gag reels, and all that kind of content that we have if you want to support us that way. For those of you that are ready to do, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And for those of you that are subscribers and comment and interact with our videos and watch them, and you've been with us for a while, all are new, thank you so much. It means the world to us. I hope we can sustain this YouTube thing. Let us know if there's anything that we've missed that you would like us to review and what you thought about this film. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.